All right, let's have a look at the next video for the review and preparation for the assessment. So in this video, we're going to have a look at review session 1. We're not going to go through all the contents of review session 1. That is partly for self-study, but I just want to orientate you on review session 1 so that you understand how to approach this and how to then succeed in your preparation for the assessment. You'll see that we are on the Learning Hub, revision and preparation for the Expert Evidence Advocacy Training course. It'll come up as collapsed. You just expand that, and now we are going to review session 1, principles 1 to 15. As I said in the previous video, if you have any problems getting to this point, please let us know. We will assist you. We understand that technically there can be challenges. We don't want the technical side to get in the way, although it does take a bit of getting used to. I found that myself, but it's actually very rewarding if you just put in a little bit of time to become familiar with how the software works and how the presentation comes through. We believe it's going to be very rewarding for you without too much effort. All right, then let's have a look at the review materials. You'll see that in review session 1 there are 2 documents. The documents are downloadable. You can download them either on the download arrow or under the download button. You'll see the download button and the download arrow. And then I'm not going to download them. I'm just going to zoom in on the first of these documents, which is the first 15 principles of expert evidence. And you'll see that each of these principles correlates to each of the topics which we went through in the very first module. So this is summarized, and this gives you the essence of each particular topic. And as I said in the first video, the first revision video, if you simply know the contents of this infographic well, you will be able to pass the assessment. We will test you on it, but you will be able to pass the assessment. You do need to understand these contents well, because this is a distillation of what the tutorials covered. So if you do understand them well, you should be able to get between 50 and 70%. If you don't know these principles well, you will not be able to pass the assessment, and you'll have to familiarize yourself with those principles. As I said in the previous video, if you want to get higher honors, or you want distinction, cum laude or summa cum laude, then the 5th review session will contain the content that will be necessary for you to understand in that regard, but that we will deal with later. If you do want to get a distinction or higher, you will have to know the first 4 review sessions well, plus you will need to understand the content of review session 5 well. And then we've got a learning guide, which we will base the assessment on. But it is specifically designed to make your learning and understanding of the subject as sort of integrated and internalized as we can. And you'll see that we've organized that information into various learning themes. The idea behind this is that, as we say, the vocational training program is designed to be capable of helping you in practice. And so we don't want you simply to go through the sort of sterile academic exercise of rote learning the material. We want you to be able to apply the material, and so we have organized the contents into various themes, and you'll see that those themes relate very much to the practical application of the academic content. So what you need to do to prepare for the assessment is you need to either work through the documentation or the content, the materials on screen, or what I prefer to do, I know many people like this, is to download that content. Again, we do produce the content in a color-rich format in order to assist with the learning process. There's a very practical reason why the content is set out in the way that it is, and you'll see that especially on this beautiful infographic. But you download the content and then work your way through that content. That will prepare you for the assessment. And then the assessment will come out, as I say, the end of June, and will be open for approximately 5 weeks for you to complete that assessment. and after which time we will submit the assessment to the HPCSA for the CPD accreditation, and we will also do our own internal accreditation and placement on the directory of expert evidence of medico legal practitioners that we run. I hope that helps, and that is it for review session 1, principles 1 to 15. Thank you for your time.